Buying or selling? What are you doing right now? I mean, the market is all over the place. Either Yu-Gi-Oh players are getting ready for nationals, or Yu-Gi-Oh players are selling and waiting for the reprints to come, which normally come out the nationals, like the Megatons and whatnot. What's going on, Paisanos? V here, coming at you, well, with another market watch today. Before I begin, though, I just want to say, if you guys want to check out my tokens, head over to YGOPaisano.com. I have a bunch of tokens on pre-sale going on right now. You can check it out. We have a ton over here. One Piece tokens, Final Fantasy tokens, Adignisters. These are all available for pre-sale. Any order over $25, you get free shipping with. Any order that's under $25 is usually $3 shipping. Everything's shipped with tracking. And yeah, once these tokens come in, I'll be able to send them out to you immediately. So on the day they come in, they get sent out. Any order done before 4 o'clock on anything subsequently afterwards, more likely will be shipped same day. So keep an eye on that. Once again, go ahead and check out YGOPaisano.com. I still have a bunch of field centers left. Actually, I have about 2 pages left of field centers. But yeah, I got a lot of great field centers left. If you want to go ahead and grab some, do it while I have them, because these things sell out relatively fast. Alright, Paisanos, looking over at Legendary Duelist Duels from the Deep, why is this set good or bad? And do you like this set? I mean, Marin says came out, and for the most part, we don't know if it's good or not. Everyone that says it's good or bad, realistically doesn't know. The only thing we know from Marine says is that it has top 2 nationals, at least. I personally haven't checked out any other nationals, but 2 of them at least have top with Marin says. Have they won anything? No. But they have top, though, and that says a lot. To go to these events in the top with Marincess is still pretty crazy. A lot of those players that got these cards out of Legendary Duels from the Deep didn't have much time to play test with them, but somehow still top with them. So once again, makes you the question: is Marincess, is it a good deck? Seriously, do you hold it? Do you sell it? I mean, next month we're getting splites and tier limits. Will they be valuable still? Will you even want to hold them? Me personally, little side note, I'm holding all my stuff still. I just like this deck core. I don't know if it's good or bad after Splice and Tail Limits, and probably not going to be good if we're going to be honest and looking at the Oshi and their statistics, but I still like this a lot, and I'm going to keep it personally. You know me, I'm a big fan of deck cores. I always emphasize on Yu-Gi-Oh! Plays keeping deck cores, even if it falls out of favor. You can sell it right now and actually go ahead and get these cards cheaper at a later date as well. So that's also an option for a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players that might want to do this later on if they want to go ahead and sell these cards now. Someone at your locals kind of wants it, unload it, wait a couple of months, get it back for a dirt cheap price. I wouldn't blame you if you did that, to be honest. Number 101 Silent Honor Arc is a dirt cheap Ghost Rare. It so happens to be the newest Ghost Rare. Why is this card so cheap, you might ask yourself? Well, simple. This card's not seeing play in regular Yu-Gi-Oh! Only sees play in Time Wizard format, and Time Wizard format's only held by certain OTS stores. Does yours hold one? Let me know in the comment section down below. And the one does it hold? Does it use number 101 Silent Honor Arc? Seriously, not many do. And that's why not a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players care about this card. The Ultimate Rare still has more value over this card, but I do think in time the Ghost Rare will start rising in value as we pull away from Legendary Duels from the Deep. Forbidden Droplet. $56. Is that cheap? I mean, is it cheaper than the Brothers Legends one? Even though that one went down from 95? Yeah, I mean, it's the Brothers Legends Secret Rare 68. The Ultra Rare is 56. Double check. Yeah, 56 bucks. So what do you buy here? Do you spend 56 bucks, or do you spend a couple of bucks extra and get the Secret Rare version? Not the best version, but the Secret Rare version of this card. To be honest with you, I think we can all agree Forbidden Droplets is going to get more reprints. Konami knows. It's a cow. She's a filled in with milk. And they're going to milk us, the player base, by printing Forbidden Droplets. Short printed Brothers Legends, and yeah, can we agree that short printed Legendary Duels from the Deep? So there's a good chance Konami might keep milking that cow over and over again. Then again, there's a good chance Konami might reprint this card in a structure deck. We know we got Secret reprinting, we got an Ultra Rare reprinting. What's next? Super Rare? Maybe. Look at Infinite Impermanence. It got Super Rare reprinting. Or is it going straight to structure deck? Well, one could hope for, can't we? Alright. Exorcisms Magnifica is a really weird card. Exorcisms themselves, to be honest with you, is a really weird archetype. The players that know are going in and making the sales. They're making the buys. They know. They're not making sales. They're making the buys. The players that don't know, well, they're just unloading this. They're saying, well, I care about Splice and Tier Limits. Let me say something real quickly, and this is probably, I'm not sure if it's going to be controversial or we agree on this. If you know, you know. If you don't know, well, you need to learn. If you're playing Splites, This deck is your worst enemy. Exorcism straight body splites. It just happens. You win dice roll playing Exorcism against splites, you have a good chance of laughing that kid down. I mean, it's almost not fair how badly Exorcism can beat splites. Telements though? Not so much. I feel like, and I was making this, I made this mention in my locals, Exorcism is a deck that beat the best deck, but everything else in the game beats the living crap out of Exorcism. Well, then again, that's if, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Players know what this deck does. Do you? Seriously, if people don't know what this deck does, this deck might actually catch free dubs, and I do think it will at the beginning of the next format coming up next month when we get the release of Power of the Elements. Looking at Exorcism Magnifica, the Starlight Rare, it's currently $275. Well, $272 and then whatever. $275, rounding up. That's from a low price of $145. Now, the thing about this card is, even though I want this card personally, it's going to be going down in value. No need to go ahead and buy this card right now. And to be honest with you, save that money up and buy splites and buy Telements. Those will get you better results. Do I think Exorcism is bad? No. This is a great deck, and if you want to go ahead and pick up a deck core, go ahead. In fact, if you want to go ahead and pick up Magnifica, the ultra rare, well, it's not spiking yet, right? Kinda. Extra Magnifica is roughly around $5. Look at the price point of the card right now. It's showing to be near $7 to $8 with shipping. It's a lot for an ultra rare. I'll give you that. But you only need 2 of these, number 1. And number 2, well, it's going to Exorcism, and if you want to go ahead and grab this core, you're going to want to do it sooner than later. Once again, once they make one card hard to get, the Starlight Rare, they start absorbing the Ultra Rare. And I do think the Ultra Rare Magnifica will increase in value, and then we're going to see Exorcism Starlight Rare decrease in value. We might see this weird kind of movement relatively soon. Keep an eye on this. I promise you, we're going to exactly see it. No matter what happens in this game, that's exactly what's going to happen. The Ultra Rare is going to start inflating as the Starlight Rare stabilizes and slowly starts to deflate in value. And that's because nobody wants to drop $280 on a Magnifica Starlight Rare. Those who did, bought it for $260, bought it for $250, $280. It might be the tipping point. We don't know yet. We'll have to figure it out. All right. Looking at Amazements. Now, I'll be honest with you. There's no, like, future of this deck core. I'm not going to sit here and look at you and go, hey, Amazements, best deck in the game. I can't say that. That would be a lie. But one thing I will say, though, Amazements is one of the the cheapest deck cores around. One of the reasons why Yu-Gi-Oh! Players might not want to buy it, though, is because it's getting reprinted in the Megatons, if I had to guess. Well, here's the only reason you want to do that. Unless you're buying the Megatons straight up. If you're buying the Megatons, then ignore what I'm saying then. If you're buying a lot of Megatons, hey, ignore everything I'm saying. Because more than likely, we're going to be seeing Amazements get reprinted in the Megatons. But if you're not buying the Megatons, what do I always say? Original Print Secret Rare is the best rarity. The only thing that can beat this is Konami made all the Amazements in the deck core as like a prismatic Secret Rare. Those will probably beat the Original Print Secret Rare. Probably. Look at the price of Amazements right now. Arlecchino is roughly around $2. I bet the next highest price card of Amazements is 25 cents. Now, of course, that excludes Amazing Time Ticket, but this card itself is roughly around $1 or $2. So once again, I do think Amazements is a really dirt cheap deck core. It's not expensive. Nobody's looking at it. When was the last time someone talked about Amazements? Probably, if I had to guess from your point of view, during the pre-release of a Lightning Overdrive, it was when some random kid said, I can't wait to play Amazements, and then he found out that Arcolino was like $20 at the time. Well, times be a-changing, and Amazements prices be a dirt cheap. With that said, I do think it's a great deck core to pick up. And if you want to wait until we get the full spoilers of Megatons, that's fine. But this is not bad to buy, to be honest with you. You're not really breaking the bank with this. Speaking of breaking the bank, even though Kizuki and Lita Collector's Rare, at one point was roughly around $45. I actually made a video talking about that. It hit a high almost near $100. In fact, the market was pretty much cleaned of this CR. You only need one, by the way. Just one. That's it. Looking at it, you can see over here, the TCU market price is $51. It's a little bit more than that. There's a limited amount of these available on the market right now, but these card prices are roughly around $75 a copy for the CR version of Iwachin's Kiseki and Leela. Now, you don't need the CR. You don't. When it was around $40, I think it was too good of a deal not to go ahead and grab, personally. If you want to grab the Ultra Rares, I don't blame you, but you're going to want to be doing it quickly because you can see over here, it went from $3, and the current price of the card right now is almost near $5 a copy. Once again, you only need one of these. Why would you want these, you might ask? Well, if you're playing splites. No. not live twin splites. You do need it for live twin splites. It's needed as well. But if you're playing splites, looking at the OCG, they run one copy of Evil Kisakira Leela, and they also run Troubled Sunny. And we talked about Troubled Sunny on the other day. I don't know, I'm doing a caps lock. We talked about this card the other day. Sunlight is overpriced. I'm telling you right now, only 12 listings, overpriced. That ship is kind of sailed. We mentioned that a while ago when it was going to. But looking at Trouble Sunday right now, once again, the card went from $2, and you can see over here, hitting almost there $5 a copy for Troubled Sunny. It is slowly rising. Why? Because everyone's looking to play splites is going to need one of these. They're going to need a Kisakira and Leela. So if you're looking to play splites, these are the cards you're going to need to go ahead and grab. I was going to make a splite video, and I'm still going to make one in the future, but these are the cards I'm talking about today because they're so interlocked with each other. And once again, do you have these? Do you buy them? Do you sell them? Me personally, I only keep one of each of these. I'm holding the rest to the side, and the reason why I'm doing that is because as we get more into the release of Power Elements, if not maybe even after Power Elements, as we see more splite decks, more than likely this card will be using that. And this card is using splite decks. The price point of Evil and Troubled Sunnies is going to rise insanely high. Once again, it only came out of Burst of Destiny. Burst of Destiny, I'm not sure if it's going to get reprinted in Megatons. I don't think it will get reprinted in Megatons. I could be wrong. But even if it does, do you have it for the debut, which comes out next month? Megatons aren't coming out next month. I mean, they might, but let's be honest with you, everything's getting pushed back because Konami. But more than likely, what we're going to be seeing is the Megatons roll out, splites come out, and you need yourself to get yourself an Evil Twin Trouble Sunny. You're going to the Megatons, maybe, if this doesn't get reprinted, but nobody rates in the Megatons. I mean, we can tell by that because when we looked at Dasher, when Dasher came out, it's like, oh, Dasher getting a reprint. And it was like, that's cool. I'm still buying a $5 Dasher common, moderately played, because I need it now. And I think that's what's going to happen here with Troubled Sunny. All right, Weathering Soldier. No, I have nothing for this. I have zero. Don't go to me asking for anything. All I want to say is, look at your bulk pile. Weathering Soldier is $6 to $7. Well, I don't know why. Someone's gonna comment V. Of course, it belongs in the Weathering Soldier decks. And okay, sure. Me personally, if I had extra these laying around, these go on TCG Player that fast. Sell them, get rid of them. I mean, do you need them? All right. So a lot of people I'm talking to are telling me about Mathmex, and they're saying, V, you need to pick up Mathmex. Joke's on you, I bought this deck core forever ago. Why did I buy it? Well, one, it's dirt cheap. Two, it came out of Mystic Fighters, and can we just look at Mystic Fighters? Can we just look at this real quickly? Just like, yeah, Mystic Fighters. Hey, it had Dragon Maids. Everyone liked Dragon Maids. Waifu taxes were paid. Yes, they were. And then it had Mathmex. The cards you didn't want to pull. I mean, nobody was excited to pull a Laplacian or a Super Factorial. Everybody wanted to pull a Kitchen Dragon Maid. Maybe even Mardell was actually rising in value at one point. Generator Board Stage on debut was what, $25, $35? Like, that's what everyone wanted to pull. But what did you get? You got Mathmex Super Factorial. And when you crack that pack and you saw that card, you probably said something to the phrase of, I'm really glad I got this card. Thank you, Lord Jesus Christ in heaven. You give me the best cards. $4 for Super Factorial. This costs like a nickel. At the time, it was worth like, it's worth like nothing, by the way. I mean, it's worth less than that. But, I mean, people peddle this card. Here's the thing. Did you save yours? Me personally, I opened a bunch of Mystic Fighters, not because I wanted to pull the waifu tax. I was selling waifu taxes, to be honest with you. I opened Mystic Fighters because my kid liked opening packs, and yeah, I was like, screw it. It's COVID. We're gonna buy a bunch of packs, and we pulled a lot of these. So, and then I just bought the rest of the deck core. With that said, Mathmex might be a deck you might want to start looking into picking up. They're relatively inexpensive right now because nobody's talking or looking about them, but they get new support and they could be good. And it could be good, and then let's say it does see play, what happens then? What happens if everyone's getting ready for splites and tier laments, and Mathmex come out of nowhere and they're like, okay, cool, we're going to be a tier 1 deck as well. Well, what are your options? Buy Splice or Elements, relatively new, or Mathmex was a dirt cheap with some new support cards coming out in Power to Elements. The choices are obvious for those that want to save money, but still play at that tier 1 level. In fact, you can still do it right now with Laundries, by the way. Alright, I know I talked about Marine's before. I also want to say real quickly, Marine's Blue Tang, she's been crazy high in value. The current price for this card, I mean, you got one guy over here listing it for roughly around 16, 17 bucks. In fact, the price point of her is roughly around $17. So once again, like I said before, if you want to sell your blue tangs that you paid nothing for it, what was the price 6 months ago for blue tangs? It was definitely less than $5. Am I wrong? Chat, comment down below. Let me know what you think about this. Was it less than $5? I feel like blue tang was way less than $5. Anyway, she's a lot more than that now, obviously. And if you want to sell this, you can sell this if you're playing Marine Cess, and then you just wait, and then just buy back up again. Unless Marine Cess just catches everybody off guard. Power Elements has one card that nobody knows about. It's called Marine Cess OTK, who knows? And it makes the deck just as good as Splites, just as good as Tier Elements, maybe just as good as Math Mechs, who knows? Me personally, like I said, I'm still going to hold these cards, but it's really hard to hold something that you know is going to be going down in value. It's kind of against what I normally say in these videos, but I really like my deck cores, and I'm too lazy to rebuy. I don't know, let me know. Should I sell? Anyway, looking at OTS Tournament Pack 19, the image is coming soon. You keep waiting. More importantly, though, cards like Fallen Albaz is $52. Skill Change $55, and Warden Treasure of the Temple, $62. Look at all these listings. Woo! Konami really went crazy when they gave out OTS Tournament Pack 19 to OTS stores. They gave literally tons of them. And we don't really know why Konami does that. Then again, we don't really know why Konami does a lot of things. But what we do know is these cards are continuing going down in value. So what does that mean for you? Well, simple. Are you using Fallen Albaz, Skill Drain, and Warden Treasure of the Temple? If it's maybe, you might want to consider selling that and weigh that against actually playing that. Because these card prices are going down. Now, will they stay down? Of course not. They're going to stabilize, and then the real value will start showing afterwards. Normally this takes a while to happen. Normally we see a hype price really spike the price, and then the price tanks. In this case, we're not really seeing that happen. We're seeing the prices tank immediately, so keep an eye on these cards is what I'm trying to say. All right, I always say it's important to get hand shops in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! I think every Yu-Gi-Oh! Player should have a playset of every single hand shop in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Every single hand shop. Yes, Electric Virus and Marionetta. You go get your playsets of those cards. Little fun fact, you know what? I'm going to show you out here because you think I'm crazy when I say this. But Electric Virus actually has a high rarity. It has a high rarity. It's not Starfall. Don't get Starfall. I mean, everyone make fun of you. What? No, it has a rare rarity, isn't it? Okay, maybe I'm wrong. There's one of these hand shops that have a rare rarity. I have a playset of this card, but there's another playset that has a rare rarity. And that's the one you want to get. It's not showing. Whatever. One of these are rare. Anyway, whatever. Basically, what I'm trying to say is it's really important to get a playset every single hand shop in the game. Get ones that hold good value, and when they go up in value, you have good cards to trade or sell, if not use for yourself. In fact, a lot of these hand shops aren't seeing much value right now in the market. Fantastic is really good in a meta in which we see a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players play Links. Obviously, with the previous Master Rule, this was the go-to card. To be honest with you, I still think this is a really good card. Fantastical Dragon Fantastic's price point as a filming of this video, first edition versions, are running you roughly around $18 to almost even $20 a copy. Now you might say, wait a minute, V, that's a lot of money. This card at one point in the game went for $115. 19 bucks? It's a bit of a difference. Now, once again, like I said, is it useful right now? No. Not even close. Branded will laugh. If you run this card and your opponent plays Branded Fusion, just know this card is at best an alert bait. Maybe you can bring it out by tributing 2 monsters and swing for 2400 attack for game in a given circumstance, but that's not really going to happen all the time, let's be honest. Realistically speaking, this is a great card to buy to hold, buy to get ready and put to the side. Every single hand shop in this game can have the potential chance of seeing play. We talked about one of my previous video on Tier Elements, and to be honest with you, that card, really good. And that card, was at one point looked upon as a majority of players are looking at Fantastical Dragon Fantasmic right now, laughing. Why? Why would you want this? Why are you trading for that card? What are you, an idiot? They'll say that now, and in the future, they'll pay 10 times the value, 5 times the value, whatever it is, for that same exact card. What do you want to do? You want to laugh now and feel stupid later and overpay? Or do you want to underpay now, have everyone laugh at you, and as you have those cards ready, you're in the prime position because you save money? That's ultimately the focus of what we're trying to do here. Listen, it's been a while since we talked about Ghosts in the Past, the second haunting. My favorite thing about this set is how dirt cheap almost everything is. Why? Should we go over the Ghost Rare? Simple. Dark Dragon, using timers of format. Nobody plays it, so there it stands. $40, even though it has an Ultimate Rare and has... Wait, Ultimate Rare, at last I checked, was $300. Probably is more, I don't know. Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon Ghost Rare is only for collectors. Spear Mode Ghost Rare isn't seeing play now, but has a chance of seeing play in the future. This card at $47 is super undervalued. I'm calling it right now. Cyber Dragon is only used for Cyber Dragon players. I can't predict this card's price point. The Cyber Dragon players are a breed of their own. They're almost like hero players. Red Red Eyes Black Dragon, Ghost Rare, was used by those who ran Dragoon. Now it's just sits in their binder if they want to sell it at a loss, let's be honest, because you need to pay $79.99 for it. Number one. Number two, collectors like this. Just like they like Blue Eyes White Dragon, just like Dark Magician Girl. But they're more popular, so they become the higher value Ghost Rares in this set. Looking at the, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot more cards. Itemizers, yes, a card that Yu-Gi-Oh! Players like for collection, but how many collectors are going to buy? 3? No shot. They buy 1. Looking at Red Dragon Archfiend, I think it's time to mention this in this video. Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds is nowhere near as good as original Yu-Gi-Oh! And this proves it. Well, one of many proofs. I don't care. Listen, 5Ds is a good show, but original Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds isn't even close, okay? We're racing in NASCAR, and 5Ds is like go-karts for kids with alcoholic parents that aren't even watching them because they don't even care about where they go. Like, 5Ds is good. It's not bad. Okay, you love kids. Well, you know, as a parent, I love kids. My kids. I don't care about any other kids. Like, go away. But what I'm trying to say is original Yu-Gi-Oh! Infinitely better. And I'm telling you, original Yu-Gi-Oh! Prices? Oh, I'm sorry. Wait a minute. There it is. Okay, sorry. It was whatever. It's 5Ds. That prices, okay? Just want to throw it out there. Also, Crow Hogan was nerfed on the show. All right, looking at the Ultra Rares, Elibur is still $6. $6. That's the most expensive card out of the set. Crystal Needle Fiber is roughly around $2. I mean, it's a limited card, but nobody really wants 2 anyway. And everybody pretty much needs to only get 1, so there goes that. And Deco Toka Hitso is an undervalued card in my opinion. It's currently $1.50. That card should be a lot more money. It's a great card. Everything else from Ghost in the Past is great stuff to buy. In fact, my prediction on this set is the most money you'll see in this set, well, maybe besides Spear Mode, would be a lot of these Ultra Rares that aren't being looked at right now. Galaxy Soldier already had printings. In fact, before it got a printing in this set, the previous Ultra Rare version of Galaxy Soldier, which came out of, I believe it was Dual Power's last one or Battles of Legends event, one of these previous printings had started going up in value. In fact, the other one started following it. And what happened? It got another Ultra Rare printing, which finally pushed the price down for now. I do think a lot of cards in Ghost of the Past Second Haunting are going to have good high value in time. So if you really want to invest in a set, don't buy sealed Ghost of the Past right away. Go play scratch-off tickets if you want to play the lottery. But buy cards you feel are going to have great value. And Ghost of the Past Second Haunting has a lot of cards with a lot of great value. So I just want to really throw it out there. I did a breakdown of Ghost of the Past many times on this channel. If you want to go back and check out those previous videos where I talked about this set in detail, and I do think it's a great set, but the value's in the future for this set. And it's in these Ultra Rares that nobody's looking at right now because that's where they get you. That simple. Paisanos, I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. Once again, like I said, if you want to go ahead and pre-buy into the pre-sale of my tokens, go ahead and buy. These are absolutely gorgeous tokens. They're all CR-like. They feel like a CR. They feel amazing. These are the highest end tokens out there. They do ship 7/19. If I get everything in early, if I get all these tokens in on the 15th, on the 12th, wherever day early, I can send it out that date. So 7/19 is an estimate, but not a guarantee. If I get it early, it's gonna get sent out early. Once again, these tokens have the look and feel that is similar, the most similar to a collector's rarity. So check them out on my website. Greatly appreciate it. Once again, YGOPaisano.com. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button, like button, comment down below. Let me know what you thought about this video. It's your boy V. You guys have a great day.